What's going on, everybody? Waffler here. I wanted to show y'all off some things around my house, and one of the main things was my fish. I have a bunch of fish. This is kind of like the thing I was getting into while I was going through my denture stuff. So I thought I'd show you around and let you see that I do have some fish, and I do have a little side projects and things that make me happy. And these are things that y'all did not know that I do. So I thought it'd be fun. Here's a little peek into my life real quick. So I got some fish here. I got a little eel. Briker eel is what they're called, or some people call them a bicker eel. He roams around, hides behind the tree. I got some plant. Look, he's peeking out. I'm doing him. He's been going crazy. His name's Falcor from Never Ending Story, because he's just like the white dragon, just the never ending story. No, no, no. If y'all never seen the movie, it's a beautiful movie. Of course, I've got these fast fish swimming around. They're fun and all. I have a little bubble thing coming down here that I hid underneath the gravel to where the bubbles come up. And I like it because it just worked out this way. A lot of bubbles come out of here, and then every now and then one big old bubble will be boom, like that. So it's pretty fun. Decorating a tank and getting it looking cool and getting the kind of fish that you want. The eel's awesome. He eats worms. I got a beautiful betta fish down here. I love that boy. But anyway, I'll keep going. Oh, he wants to come show himself. He likes to come whenever you like show that you're there. He always thinks, oh man, his feeding time, what's up? Now, let me show you. I have a guppy breeding tank. And this is something that I'm trying to breed fish. So this is kind of going to be a fun thing to check. So right here, I've got a box net. And this has, I don't know if you could see them. Might be a little hard to see. Yeah, none of them are swimming down low. There's a few right there. Baby guppies swimming around. There you go. See one right there. There's a bunch up at the top. Well, if I come in here, you probably see a lot more. Anyway, I don't know if you could see them. And then I got a betta fish in here. She's hard to see. She's hiding up top. She thinks it's feeding time. And then I've got my regular guppies that swim at the bottom. And then I got 2 females and 2 males. The black one right there with the black tail, and then the orange one, those are 2 females. And then the males are the skinnier ones, this dude and this dude right here. And they just keep pestering these 2 girls to death. And I know that this big one right here is about to have some more fry, which are the little babies that are in here. Look, I think you maybe can see they're swimming around a little more. They're really, really hard to see. But so I got them roaming around. I got some yellow shrimp in here that you can't really see. But as you can see, they think it's feeding time because it's like, oh, dad's here. What's up? I'm gonna put my finger in and what? Where the food at? No, there ain't no food buds. So that's kind of fun. That's interesting. I did not show you. I have some shrimps in this tank, and I don't know. I know that you're seeing this crazy reflection because I'm filming it on Facebook. Yeah, I don't see any of the shrimp. There's one. He's back there on the top of this little thing. But they're pretty big, and I have actually pregnant. Oh, look. There's my little pleco down there. He just sucks on the walls, eats up everything. He's a really good companion. Him with the eel, with the my betta, wherever he happens to be. Anyway, it's a good community tank. I like it a lot. It brings me a lot of joy just to sit in front of those 2 tanks and watch them and see how they evolve. But anyway, I'm going to come deeper into my house. This is where I keep my betta fish. I've got a beautiful white one right here, platinum betta. This is the tank that I made not too long ago. That was the budget tank. I actually took my boy out of here and put him into the SpongeBob tank. Which y'all didn't know I had a SpongeBob tank, but I do have a SpongeBob tank. And there's William right there. Will Tree. He loves coming up, and I love shaking this. I'll like shake it and be like, Will, come on, time for food. And look, sure enough, he knows, and he's like, yo, what's up? He's actually gotten some blue on the tips of his tail, which he did not have before. And I know that light, here, let me stand in front of it. So there's Will. He's still doing great. He's still living. And he's got a lot more color in his tail now. He's a lot different looking. He's changing, which is what they do. They'll change color sometimes, and he's changing color. Hopefully that's a good sign, because it's like, oh, well, I'm comfortable in my house now. I'm living. I'm healing. Just like we did in the denture thing. I need to stop going back to the denture stuff. But anyway, here I got these. Have another beta right here chilling in the jar, and these two they're really pretty. I love them a lot. And so I got a beta addiction for those. I got my boys, so I have to have things in my life to take care of, because that's something that it gives you something to do every day. I got to go, I feed them. It's like I get home from work, it's like I gotta feed these guys, gotta feed these guys. Ooh, how are you doing? How are you doing? You just had babies. I need to move your babies to this tank. I need to adjust this and this. And it's a lot of fun micromanaging to manage like a life kind of. And to think, whenever I was a little kid, I would ask my mom to buy me toys, but now it's like, oh, what, a $10, $15 plastic toy. I could buy a living, breathing animal and possibly breed it to have more. So anyway, I'm going to end it on my bearded dragon. We just got this not too long ago, and I'm going to be making a video on how I made the tank and everything, and I got the temperature in there. Yeah, his temperature's great. So, he's just chilling. Show him to you. Just laxing on the rock. Not doing much. I also have gotten crazy enough to breed these little mealworms. Like, people usually buy these mealworms and put them in the freezer and stuff, but I was like, I'm just gonna put like some carrots in there and see what happens. So I have a bunch of mealworms in here that just kind of live here. Might as well show you where they're at. Look, there's one here right there. They hide a lot. Let's see. Also, I've been feeding mad amounts. Yeah, see, they hide under these things. And then they're just ready to go whenever. A lot of them have been metamorphosizing? Is that the word? I don't know. But a lot of them have been breaking out of their skin and turning into the next layer before they become beetles. That's just a thing that these guys do. They turn from a worm to a little pod, like half the size, and then they turn into a beetle that's like half the size. So their biggest form is actually the worm stage, or the grub stage. And the thing that I like about these is they taste real good. No, I'm just kidding. The thing I like about these is that they're dry. They're not wet and slimy. You don't have to worry about like, oh, this is gross. It's just like, oh, it's just some dry oatmeal with a dry carrot and then dry worm. And then they can't crawl up the plastic, so I don't have to worry about them like crawling up and getting on the roof of this and being like crawling through the holes. They just don't do that. So you just put them in a little thing, and whatever happens, happens. If the adults end up eating the babies, that's just, ain't my problem. I paid like $5 for those worms. I'm gonna use every single one of them. And if y'all start eating each other, that's not my problem, because I'm still gonna feed you to my share. My stuff. So anyway, that's a peek into my little world of pets and aquatics, and I'm actually really hooked on it, and I cannot stop buying fish, and I have a really big problem right now, actually. So I hope y'all enjoyed seeing a little bit of what I got going on. Ask questions as much as you want. I'm really into it, so I'm down to talk about it. Y'all have a good evening.